Live, baby. We are live. Yeah, I did a few things. I did a few things indeed. So I increased the volume. I was watching a VOD back and I realized the volume was very low. So volume has been increased. I also went in, I edited my character a little bit. Different portrait, very fancy. I also changed to Demonslayer Ranger, and I actually picked up a boar for my companion. His name's Dariax. We love him very much. I just felt like the Inquisitor playthrough was not suiting me very well. The thing about it was I felt like if I was going to go with an Inquisitor, I should probably play a character for who religion really mattered, and I didn't feel like the character had any real reason for being an Inquisitor of Aristil, or even what an Inquisitor of Aristil would really do. Aristil feels like not a great god for an Inquisitor, TBH. So we're back right before entering Market Square, so we're going to go back, we're going to do that. I installed a mod. I increased the experience modifier. We're getting to 2 times just because I feel like leveling up in this game is pretty slow. You could do other cool stuff with this mod. I highly suggest allowing people to move through people. I turned... you can also, if you're playing a Magus, one of the really annoying things about playing a Magus in this game is that sometimes touch spells trigger attacks of opportunity. So I was doing a casual Magus playthrough, and as you can see, I disabled that. As well, you can turn move through enemies on, which is fucking great. If you're tired of, you can add all sorts of shit to yourself. I added a level to myself, admittedly, just so I could get the animal companion. You can fucking break the game with this thing. It's great. It's called Toy Box Mod. Highly suggest installing it if you have Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. It can be a very big help, so would recommend. You also got the Mythic cheat menu right here. You can use that to fuck with Mythic class stuff, which can be useful. You can use it to add Mythic levels and play around with different Mythic stuff, so great for character editing if you want to try out different builds. I also got the Weapon Focus Plus mod. What this does is it basically allows it groups weapons for weapon focus feats, right? So it groups all the bows, short bows and long bows, into one bow category, and basically just makes it a lot easier to use different focus feats with different weapons, which is great because, you know, if you find a really great weapon, it sucks to have a focus feat for a weapon that you're not going to use anymore, and then you have to respec or something. This just groups them, so if you know you're going to be sticking with one type of weapon, like you want to play all swords or all bows or something, your focus feats will apply to all the weapons in that category, which is fucking great. I love it. Other than that, yeah, increase the leveling speed a little bit. I'll turn it off or adjust it if I feel like it's too much. I just feel like it's a little slow. So, wanted to get some levels up on this guy. The stats are also very variable. I may decrease my stats or increase them. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling about it. We're still dex-based. Still all dexy, but yeah, obviously this playthrough is more just a chilled little roleplay playthrough than anything else. So, you know, if you want to watch someone play through something on a very hard difficulty, watch someone else. Also, on that note, you know, I'll probably be playing some harder games at some point. I'm a big fan of the Souls games, so I'll probably be playing those. One of the reasons that I named the channel Make Me Salty, however, is because I love modding the shit out of games and making hard games real easy. And I know that that makes people very salty. So, I'm making salt. Making salt. We're probably just going to play for like an hour tonight. There's some stuff I want to do in the Market Square. Just get caught back up to where we are, maybe, so we can, so tomorrow I can start a little bit more in earnest. But there's also some stuff at the beginning of the Market Square area I didn't do last time when I was running through it that I want to do this time. So we'll be doing that shit. Adjust my camera a little bit. I feel like it's a nicer profile. Because people care about that sort of thing, don't they?
All right.
Yeah. All right, indeed. Fucking going through. All right. Amelia just fucking ran up there. Okay. So I just picked up very basic feats for this guy, so we'll see how various stuff goes. I'll just run over here. I didn't pick up anything amazing. I haven't picked up point blank shot or anything yet, for example. So, you know, my mileage may vary with this build. I don't know if it's good or if it's trash yet, but we'll find out together. I did, in case anyone is curious or was wondering, I really wish you could adopt a dog, but you can't. I did spec my boar Dariax into trip attacks. So, this little dude, he does pretty good damage. I like boar a lot as far as companions go. They're very versatile, which I really like. That'll end my turn. They're very versatile, which I like a lot. Really good AC as well. They have some of the highest natural AC that you can get, which I'm always a big fan of. The strength bonuses. They're a good jack of all trades. If you do what I did and give them the bully archetype, it also makes them very effective. Obviously, the big downside of a lot of these companions, especially for Ranger, is that your companion is much lower level than you are. So at level 5, I know I'm going to hit the next level a little sooner than well, I'll be level 5 when my party's level 4, basically. I gave myself a level so I could grab the animal companion. Felt weird to me starting up the playthrough again without one, so I just did that. But when I grab level 5, I think we're going to get the Boon Companion feat. I know that's probably not optimal, but basically what it does is it turn down the volume on my headphones. It gives the companion 4 levels, which is very nice.
I don't know. Can we really do this?
Listen, we don't have a choice. There are demons everywhere. What else would you have us do?
A group of knights surrounds a young elven girl. She is dressed in rags that barely cover the hideous scars on her body. The beggar girl is on her knees, watching placidly as the people argue heatedly around her. It is as if she doesn't sense the looming threat at all. A black crow flies in agitated circles above her head.
In Iomede's name, we're sorry, girl, but it is our duty. We have to do this, not for our own sake, but for the sake of everyone who can still be saved from the demons. If we don't win this battle, you won't have long to live anyway.
They're insane! We've got to do something!
I understand. You're scared. You feel powerless. You think this will help. You don't have to justify yourselves to me. Just do what you've decided to do.
Our weapons barely scratch the demon's hides. We're sacrificing this girl to Iomade so we can consecrate our weapons with her innocent blood and gain the power to destroy the spawn of the abyss.
It's extreme, but we have no other choice. We have to defend this city somehow, or else we'll all perish, including her.
Exactly. What were you thinking?
The goddess would never allow this.
Whose idea was this anyway? I think it was yours.
My idea? I was against the whole thing right from the start. Who said we needed to make a sacrifice? Wasn't it you? You can't blame anyone else for that.
Please don't fight! All of you are good people, defenders of the city. You just made a mistake. Please don't hurt them.
The little girl is defending the people who wanted to slaughter her a minute ago. She's either a saint or she's insane. Maybe the two together.
Hey, I know her. I see her all the time on the street. She's a couple of cards short of a full deck, if you know what I mean.
Hi. Remember when we used to play together when we were little? But then you went and got all big. And I stayed the same for some reason.
Huh? I played with you? Pull the other one.
You did. We played tag and hide and seek. Then you and the bigger boys came up with the game where you all threw stones at me. You laughed so hard. It made me happy too. But then you grew up and went away to do grown-up things. Wanna play with me now?
For the love of... Canabras is too damn small.
Thank you.
They're gone. And they all lived. I was sure that someone would die, but you shouldn't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a silly girl, really.
I don't think you're an ordinary girl. The crow you have there, it's not ordinary either.
No, don't be silly. I'm very ordinary. Well, I know different types of tricks, but Soot taught me those. Now Soot here, she truly is unusual. She's clever and she can talk, but only to me. She teaches me magic tricks and lots of other stuff. I don't know what I'd do without her.
Who are you?
Call me Ember. I live here on the streets for many years now, but there's nothing to say about me.
Magic tricks, you say? You could prove useful in fighting the demons, and I'll be able to protect you from insane soldiers on the streets. Come with me.
I must have misheard. This girl? Join our party? What could we possibly want with this dirty little beggar?
Sure, let's go.
Beautiful.
Welcome to the
war must
party, Ember.
Soot is restless. I wonder why.
It's a very cool companion. We like Ember a lot. It is always kind of amusing to me that you start with such better stats than you do. We'll keep Ember healing focused. I feel like that makes sense. Camellia is kind of healing focused, but she's more battle magey focused with how we've been building her, so we'll keep her healing focused.
Yet another obstacle.
Got some swarms. Swarm. Alright, Lon. Come on, baby.
The spirits demand your blood.
Great. Volgif.
Why not both?
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Fantastic. Let's get someone to take care of the trap.
Helpful. Am I not?
Grab whatever's in our little chest here.
I am helpful. Am I not?
Some hide armor, short sword, short bow, dagger. Let's see what's behind door number 1. That looks like a summoning circle. Seasoned wings and thighs. Who doesn't love a good recipe? Alright. Incomplete. Magic circle for a summoning ritual. Very interesting. Ow.
Did I fail?
Interesting. I kind of... Let's see. Let's see if it auto-saved. Wanna... Well, that sucked. Let's load back up. let's load back up and restart. Not sure. Okay, it's just putting me at Market Square. We'll just skip to where we were real fast. Take a minute.
Yet another obstacle.
Indeed.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Cover me, all right?
All right, Woljiff. Oh, you go shank that guy and I'll shoot this one. We do, of course, have Finian, the talking weapon, for this. Excellent. That's good stuff. Now, we've got some looters over here. I'll take care of these guys first.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
I'll cut you wide open.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Not quite. Go, go, Dariax.
Into the fray.
The spirits demand your blood.
Nice. Annoying.
Damn you!
Distract
You go
them from
attack
me.
her. On.
Won't survive me.
Very nice. And Dariax. Okay. That actually went a little smoother than it did the first time, so no complaints. No complaints there. Move back around.
We'll make it.
There.
Right.
I understand.
It's extreme. Exactly.
The little.
Hi. You,
For the love of...
but you shouldn't call me Ember. Now Soot here, she truly.
Fantastic. Let's level her up again. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. To the house.
They will break against our
Right.
resolve.
The swarms, we've been here before.
Are you still here?
Plop. So I'm wearing the goggles that increase my efficacy against swarms, which is probably why I'm doing better against them.
Time to share your treasures.
Yep.
Cover me, all right?
Yep.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
For those of you who are wondering about that, by the way, sometimes as you're doing stuff, these things will get
I am
killed.
helpful.
It's very annoying.
Am I not?
You could just click on what you were going to do
I hope you
originally.
appreciate this.
Just hide armor +1. Alright. Let's not make the same mistake again. Let's save here. I want to get this because there's an interesting little encounter that happens if you succeed.
I think I did.
There we go. Excellent.
Clever mortals. I can't reach you from inside this circle. Oh, but you forgot something. There's nothing keeping me here. Nothing at all.
Goodbye. We'll see him again later. He's a friend. He shows up a few times. Gather the rest of our loot and to the streets we go. Easy peasy. I'm hoping to get some more streaming time in tomorrow and maybe the day after as well. Ideally, I'd like to stream for 2 hours every day just to get some sort of a consistent schedule in. Because I frankly understand that's how Twitch works best.
Beautiful.
For my personal character, I'm still not certain entirely
We'll
what
win this, one way or the other.
direction I want to go with that guy. Very nice. Got a little crit there to start things off. I've had worse luck. Go Dariax. Ember needs a crossbow.
Surrender
Well,
or
Ember.
else.
Hey, she hit him. Way to go, Ember.
Make every strike.
Way to go, Lon. Yeah, I've tried Magus, I've tried Blood Rager. So far, my thing that I'm noticing more and more is melee, as we're seeing here. Unfortunately, a lot of the time, ooh, damn, fucking crit him. As we're seeing with this playthrough as well, ranged ends up feeling a lot more effective unless you're playing on a higher difficulty a lot of the time to me, because you move so fucking slow when you're playing a melee character that oftentimes it feels like by the time you get to the battle, your team has already done all the work effectively, and it's pretty much just you left, and walking towards enemies all slowly, and that frankly sort of sucks. I understand that the answer here is probably just to play on a higher difficulty where stuff takes longer to kill, but you know, obviously it's not what I'm doing here. It's annoying, and it does kind of suck a little bit. The movement speed in general, obviously, is just very slow for melee characters, so
You won't survive me.
a lot of times to me it ends up feeling a little more satisfying play ranged, I guess, mechanically, which is actually quite annoying to me because
One for me.
I actually tend to vastly prefer martial characters in actual TTRPGs, like when I'm playing Pathfinder, which granted I don't as much as I would like because I tend to DM.
I'm sorry I have to do this.
But when I get the chance to play, I always tend to like martial characters in games far more than I tend to like ranged characters. So, misclick on line there, but it's fine. I always tend to gravitate towards martial characters a lot more, so it's a bit annoying to me that it feels very hard to play a strength-based, slow-moving character in this game. Especially because, you know, a lot of the times, if you want to focus on strength, you also end up losing out on initiative. So you're just standing there watching while everyone rips the shit out of stuff. You're just trucking forward. Go, go, Ember.
Surrender
Hit it.
or else.
Good job. Alright. Wool shift.
Time to share your treasures.
That was not great. Alright, let's see if my boar can actually set this guy up. Hell yeah. Just fucking gibbed him. Not really doing what he's supposed to do. Lion, as per always, fucking destroying everything. One day I'll get my boar to execute the perfect setup. So back at Defender's Heart, I don't know if I actually talked to him on this playthrough. I think I'm going to go do that. We'll go back to Defender's Heart real quick, because there is a character that we want to talk to there. Yeah, I'm over with these guys. Okay. That's fine.
You are today's sacrifice.
Didn't want to aggro these guys, but hey, it is what it is. We'll run over here, and then we'll run over to the Defender's Heart, because there's a character there that's very interesting that we want to talk to. And then we'll come back here. So he has interesting stuff to say. Missed. I needed a 2 to hit. I rolled a 1. Great.
Go for their heart.
At least Camellia is capable of doing something.
Too late for apologies.
I was checking the Reddit earlier today, and there were a lot of people talking about nice crit. How Camellia's voice lines sometimes are a little edgy. Camellia's in her feels, you know. Camellia's living that e-girl life. And indeed, if you play long enough, some interesting things happen with Camellia. I was actually thinking of romancing Camellia for this campaign just because it would be very fun. And it would be fun to see the reactions from people doing it. But let's kill this guy. There we go. And finish this little combat. Obviously, the way to the rest of the city is like right here, so we may as well open it up. Build a little bridge. Easy peasy. Access the rest of Market Square now. But I do want to go back to Defender's Heart and have a conversation with an individual there who is very interesting. Let's leave. So, back to Defender's Heart we go. Someone on the road. Get ready. So, I actually wasn't expecting to run into this encounter. But it's a fun one. It's a fun one. We'll get some roleplay in.
I can handle it.
It's a good one.
Wearing a robe? Check. Baphomet symbol around the neck? Check. Crazy eyes? Check. Note to self. Bring a mirror next time to be able to adjust the optimal level of eye craziness. Everything is ready for the experiment. An audience. Problematic, but not critical. You there, boy. Stay out of this. It is counterproductive to stand in the way of scientific progress.
What?
Who's that? I don't know her.
Greetings, boys and girls. I am your sister in sin, a devotee of Lord Baphomet's dark
Seems
will,
like
and
it.
so on and so forth.
Right. She looks like one of us, but she talks kinda weird. Who's there with you?
Who? Oh, them. Just an audience. They don't matter. Consider them a supplementary component of the coming experiment.
Yes, I was just passing by.
In the name of our Lord Baphomet, please be so kind as to undertake a little test of your competency in our wicked cause. Let's start with something simple. So here's my first question. What is Lord Baphomet's favorite weapon?
We will not answer to you.
Our lord can wield any kind of weapon. He is all-powerful.
Wrong. He wields no weapons at all. He doesn't need any. He just gores his enemies with his horns.
Actually, it's Isergaul, a glaive made of red adamantine.
That is correct. But still, boy, no prompting, please. This experiment has taken quite a surprising turn. I would never have expected the followers of the great Baphomet to be baffled by such a simple question. Fine. Let's recalibrate the difficulty and proceed with the next question. Please name Lord Baphomet's sacred animal.
A bull! Of course, everybody knows that.
Yep, and a cow.
Actually, it's an oryx, as a matter of fact.
I'd like to ask you to stop prompting them, but it seems they could do with a prompt or two. It appears the experiment has yielded results which are as unexpected as they are incredible. Baphomet's cultists have not the slightest idea about who Baphomet really is, let alone any in-depth knowledge of his ideology or philosophy. I'm positive that this news will cause a sensation in widest scientific circles.
Damn it, she's right. I'm a shitty excuse for a cult.
It's a hell of a turn for your
And
workday
I'm
to
really
take.
going to tell me to become a plowman.
Hey, take it easy. We've only had 2 questions. You there, come on, ask another one. We'll get the next one.
Yeah, ask them some more. They might still manage it.
Is there any sense in continuing? You cannot answer the simplest of questions. I am ashamed of all of you, as cultists and as individuals.
That's pretty fucking harsh, man. It's like some person coming into your workplace, showing you up, saying, "I'm the manager. Let's leave."
Please, ask again. I can answer. I'm sure I can.
This dude's a fucking bootlicker.
How do you spell Baphomet's name?
B-A-F-A... Oh, screw it.
To hell with Baphomet. I thought it was gonna be fun, but instead there are all these questions. I'm done here.
Tough
I'm
being
going
dumb.
back to my home village.
It's
back
tough
to my
being
mother.
stupid.
Hey, wait! You there! How dare you stir up discord in our ranks? Grab her and tie her up, and her entire entourage too!
The experiment is complete. Unable to deal with the questions, the cultists decide to deal with the examiner instead. A typical reaction for a person who has never been burdened with any intelligence. Now you're gonna start hitting each other, aren't you? Please, proceed. I won't interrupt.
The heartbeat quickens.
Oh boy. Oh my. Took a rather unexpected turn. Let's deal with the sharpshooter.
Into the fray.
Go there. Let's finish him. Excellent. Bulljiff. Why don't you attack him? Ember.
Surrender or else.
The archer, please. Thank you. Dariax. Let's go flanking. Alright, let's kill him. Well, almost. We tried our best. Come on, Sealer. Finish the job for me. Oh, roll a 1. Ouch. Hurt a little bit. There. There we go. And now Wooljiff. Well, Wooljiff, you're trying your best, aren't you? Come on, Ember. Nice. I like how Ember fucking gibbed him. Hey, it's our elf.
The absence of an answer is an answer too.
What the fuck does he sound like? Right. Who knows?
The
Very
result
interesting.
is statistically predictable, especially considering their intelligence level. What about you, boy? Are you ready to answer some questions for the good of science? Let's proceed with the experiment. My first question is simple. Which colors does the goddess Iomade prefer?
Red and white.
This answer is correct. It is comforting to meet at least one educated person in the melting pot of ignorance that is Canabras today. Let's proceed. Did Aradin take part in any crusade before he died?
Yes, he did.
Aradin's death dates to 4606, and that is precisely the year when the world wound was
See,
opened.
this is what
The
happens
first
when
crusade started back
person
in
playing the smart
4622.
character is dumb.
Your answer is wrong. I suppose I should terminate the experiment due to the subject's utterly woeful performance. But don't get upset. We all can't be smart. Someone has to be strong. I liked how you defeated those cultists. It seems to me that I owe you an explanation. My name is Nenio. I am an explorer, a pilgrim, a yet-to-be-recognized scientific luminary, future author of the great Encyclopedia Galarianica, and rector of all Absalom's universities at once. Future rector, I should say. I also know several spells.
Canabras isn't safe right now. Shall we join forces?
Do you wish to become my follower?
Not
To
exactly.
accompany me on my expeditions to the world wound? To
Not what I was
assist me in
thinking.
my experiments? To
No.
run errands for me, perhaps even to write down my deepest thoughts for the benefit of future generations?
Probably
Oh,
not.
how splendid! Of course, I agree. Truth be told, I have no money to pay you. But you will be aiding the progress of science, and that is its own reward.
If we join forces, you'll have to follow my instructions during our expeditions.
Huh? What? Oh, yes, the dangers and these battles. Of course, I will follow your orders. I place my life in your capable hands, so I can focus on the things that really matter.
Very well, I agree.
Excellent, you're hired. To think that I
Great.
finally found someone to accompany me. 27 Crusaders before you said no. Not one of them saw the undeniable appeal of my offer. Your first assignment is to take me to a safe place. I have to admit that today's experiment has left me quite tired.
All right. Well, let's see if these cultists have anything of worth. Masterwork materials, always useful. You love selling things. See if there's anything over where our mysterious stranger is at.
Can't
No.
beat the demon's way.
All right, we'll continue on. Come on, Dariax. On we go. Leave. Onwards to the defender's hut. Evade. Don't really much care for fighting the enemies on this stretch. I want to get back to Marcus Square, but there's a character here I didn't have a conversation with that I should before that happens. Interesting things to share. Of course, the more shit you do, the more people show up here, which is a nice little touch. I'm most interested in. You can see our Crusaders. We're having a discussion before Ember over here. Where the fuck is mine? Oh, there he is. So fucking slow, dude. He's so slow. Just fucking taking his sweet time, you know? Just rolling. It's great. Alright, we need to talk to this individual here. Horn Autumn Haze. I don't think we talked to him last time we were here, so. A tall, fragile-looking elf sits in front of you, eyes closed. Pale as a ghost, his arm wrapped in a blood-stained bandage. You spot other bandages on his body, under his clothes, but even in such a miserable state, he manages to keep calm. I'm Fawn Autumn Haze, at your service. Do you need help? Not trouble yourself on my behalf. A local healer tended to me. Besides, I come from a resilient, hardy people. The body will endure both the wounds and the poison delivered through them. Who are you? My name is Fawn Autumn Haze. I've come here from Keonin, because I'm a hunter, and all minions of evil are my quarry. I won't say more than that if you don't mind. These strangers and of different races and cultures. I'd rather not tell you more than is necessary. Who wounded you? A sinner and an accomplice to demons. The quarry I'm hunting in this inhospitable place. I'm Vex. You can trust me. I might be able to help. It would be impolite to refuse such a direct and friendly offer. Who's your quarry here in Mindev? I was hunting a fugitive, a described by the name of Kalissa. It pains me to admit that there are heinous malefactors such as her among my. I managed to catch up to her in Canabris, and I wounded her. Then demons appeared and the city was engulfed. I was injured in the battle, and sued and couldn't free her soul from its service to her dark masters. Well, I'm sorry for your misfortune. I hope things will turn out differently next time. There's no need for pity. Mankind is blessed with great longevity. We gain a deeper understanding of the world than other races, and we learn our lessons better than anyone. It goes for learning our mistakes as well. I survived, which means I will be more prepared when next we meet. I wish to aid you in your hunt. I thank you, but this is my mission. I'm used to facing all matter of terrors on my own. I do appreciate the willingness to help. If you happen to meet Kalissa, take caution. She has turned many innocent souls to the path of evil. Darkness has rewarded her with gifts. Her appearance alone will tell you that. It is warped, agate skin, the vicious stare of her blood eyes, the bestial teeth. She's more monster than ever at this point. What does this Kalissa look like again? Skin's dark, hair preternaturally white. Her red eyes can see perfectly in the dark, which to my dismay I've come to know from experience. But bright light causes her kind pain. I use an alchemic powder that explodes in a dazzling flash, and she cried out as if I'd stabbed her. It appears that this woman is a drow. Her race is also known as dark or cavern elves. They're rarely seen on the surface, so it's surprising to take. I'd like to know more about you. Why did you choose to be a hunter of evil? Because I'm the son of a noble and proud nation. We are sometimes criticized for our arrogance, but no one dares doubt our honor. When a crime is committed, we cannot turn a blind eye. If we were to abandon our obligation to oppose evil, if we were to surrender this obligation to other races, we would also relinquish our preeminence. I have no more questions. But I do think Kalissa might be a drow. You see a shadow pass over Thorn's eyes for a single instant, then his face is just as impassive as before. Drow, unlikely. It's more plausible her dark service has left a brand similar to the one that twisted the entire cursed drow race. Coincidence. I have to go. Caution to you. So, fucking Thorn is a little bit of a racist, man. A little bit of a racist. That's a shame. But let's head back to Market Square, because I happen to know where good old Kalissa is. It's a very interesting interaction as you meet her. So, back to Market Square we go. There are also some other interesting things that happen in Market Square. I know there's one particular encounter I won't get through today, I don't think, but I'm looking forward to reaching it next time. In my personal playthrough, I'm going with a lawful neutral / neutral good Hell Knight. The game has the same problems that pretty much every other game like this has, with like lawful evil and lawful neutral alignments, where it's very difficult to actually play one without it coming off as like cartoonishly ridiculous. However, I love the Hell Knight roleplay. It's endlessly fascinating to me. So, hey, look at that. Looks like we found our drow. The elf hunched up next to you is clutching a small but deep puncture wound. Her appearance is quite remarkable. Her skin is blacker than any Grundy's, her teeth are fanged, her hair is gray as a crone's, her crimson eyes glare at you with a gleam of malice. What are you looking at, soldier? Like what you see? Who are you? There's no point in you knowing, soldier. Trust me, the answer would only bring you misfortune. It still wouldn't be of any use to you. I'm a wanderer you won't ever meet again. Who wounded you? Haven't you noticed? The city's burning, there's a battle going on, and I was wounded by a cultist. Your wounds are so strange, not at all like mine. They burned me from the outside, but you were burned from within, I think. Hurt, didn't it? Yes, I can see that it hurt. I'm sorry that happened to you. I can heal you. Don't. I can handle it myself. I don't like it when strangers cast spells on me. I can't just leave you in this state. To the abyss with you. Thanks and everything, but the next person who uses magic on me without my permission gets an arrow to the eye. You're a drow, aren't you? You have a keen eye for these things, don't you, soldier? You guessed correctly. I'm a drow. Don't think that gives you the right to judge me. There's much you don't know about me. Never will know. Believe me, it's for your own good. I know who you are. You're Kalissa, cultist of Discari. That's a lie. I loathe demons. I'll kill any I come across. Let's take a closer look at you. She's clearly holding something back, but she doesn't appear to be lying either. Whatever it is she's hiding, her claim that she hates demons sounds quite convincing. You're not lying, but you're not telling me the whole truth. What was I supposed to pour my heart out? You have your war, soldier, I have mine. You're fighting chaos and madness, I'm fighting lies and hypocrisy. We're both willing to die for our cause, aren't we? So why would Fawn slander you? You're asking questions that are dangerous in and of themselves. I urge you to stop. The more you know about me, the higher the chances a traitor's dagger will find its way into your back. I believe you. Fawn is at the defender's heart. You should probably keep clear of the place. It's never my intention to set foot there. Farewell, soldier. Thank you for believing. Ta-da! It's a very interesting little interaction. There's also this very interesting little piece of loot. It's just a piece of jade and moonstone and agate, but hey. Loot is loot is loot. So, go check that out if you're playing through. Now that you know. It's quite the interesting little.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan. Did we
Little
find
interaction.
trouble?
And of course, you immediately end up ready to kill. Let's get rid of the dretch first. Hey, I actually hit. Alright.
Spirits demand your blood.
You'd think that her magic blade would do more damage, but
Time to share your treasures.
no. It does not. Come on, Woljif. Alright.
Let's see what we can do.
There's some more enemies just up ahead, so we're just taking our time here.
Should I?
Get the
I got this.
get the drop on this guy.
Do not
Bloop.
leave her.
I really don't like that they explode into their own little different segments.
Make every
It's
strike
it's
count.
pretty gross.
What do we have
Yes. Alright, I accidentally ended her turn way too early. It's quite annoying. Sela bugged out on me. It's going well. Things are going good.
Cover me,
No.
right?
Run, Woljif, run. Alright.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Lan is
here?
always doing work.
Sacrifice.
Damn. I'm so far behind
You won't
the
stop us.
initiative order. Alright. We're done. That took far longer than it should have, but it is fine. Let's grab some stuff. We got a little blockaded entryway here. Rubbledum the actor. Even the high pile of junk isn't enough to block out the exclamations coming from beneath it. Reveal, O dearest darling beauty mine, why didst thou turn thy gaze on me, pray tell? Thy husband I called friend and I, but love 'tis like an ocean friendship, oh well. But Huilas, how are we to live, my sweet? Booms a deep, masculine voice. Nailed it. Pass me the ale, will you? I will move the pile of junk. Look at that. Look, the door is open. Now we are completely at the mercy of whatever's up there. If it really is a demon. We've nothing to fear. We have the power of inspiration, after all. But hand over my ladle and that rolling pin. I have never experienced a loading screen there before, so that's unusual. Yeah, look, it's not a demon at all. Greetings, crying friend and rescuer. I'm Grandma Gret, the theater director, and these are the members of my company. Granny, that's not a ladle. It's one of the props for the Malevolent Lich performance, the one Tina made. It's a scepter or something. She made it out of my ladle. She wanted to use a broom handle, but I put paid to that daft idea. Oh, I've seen your show. You're very funny. Especially your play, where the woman slowly climbs onto the chair while singing, then falls off again. Well, it's actually a great tragedy about unrequited love. The chair, you see, represents a tower of rock rising up above the raging sea like the finger of a giant. And the woman, she isn't supposed to fall, but rather gracefully cascade into the swirling abyss below, just like I showed her 100 times. But I'm glad you liked it. So, what were you doing down there? We were rehearsing. Our arts distract us from our fear and panic. Really? When I'm scared, I eat. We tried that too, but our supplies ran out. But art is eternal. Well, can you go somewhere safe? Oh, don't worry on our account. We'll be going to our basement in the next street. That's where our Lambkin is. We're not afraid of demons with Lambkin around. Lambkin. Lambkin, our male lead. He'll protect us. Don't worry, we know what we're doing. Well, I have to go.
Thanks again for rescuing us. Today you did a great service for Mendivian culture and perhaps the culture of all Galarian. You will certainly be remembered in future eras as the one who saved the critically and publicly acclaimed Next Door Theater.
And on they go. I wish you could go into the basement afterwards to see what they were messing with, but you cannot, which is rather a shame. But it is what it is. Over here, we got lots of undead. But nothing a few arrows won't take care of. That's that goal. Let's see if we can't deal with that guy. So nah. We'll just shoot.
Surrender or else.
We're really going with the good old-fashioned wizard with a crossbow play style. Lan, I want to attack those guys. Camellia.
Go for their heart.
I don't know if the flaming sword, the Klotjitska, actually does more damage against them, but these guys really like getting in my shit. Alright. So, mission number 1, obviously, is figure out why there are all these fucking undead everywhere. That's a zombie. That's a zombie too. Loop. That's gross. It's kind of nasty. Alright.
Too late for apologies.
And easy. So, there are some more zomboys.
Endure this.
Do love splatting zomboys. Get in there, Sela.
I'll cut you wide open.
So I happen to know that there are enemies I'm not a huge fan of up above, but it is what it is. Alright, Dariax, come on, boy. And miss. Okay, well, I'll take care of the work that my little guy can't. So there are a couple of shadows. There's one for sure right here. I think it's hilarious that the shadow token art is just like a black dude. What the fuck's up with that? Oh, that's not great. Dealt 0 strength damage. Well, that's good. But I just think it's so fucking funny that the shadow token art is just a black elf. That feels it feels a little weird to me. I gotta admit. I think it's hilarious for unintentional comedy, but it's very strange. So down here, there's a chill, there's a little neighborhood party happening. Look at that.
The city has fallen at last. How glorious. Now I can stop pretending to be a shopkeeper and spend all my time on my true passion, reanimating the dead.
Yes, what a passion. What a passion to have, isn't it? That's imagine that being your hobby. That's fucking rough, dude. Cultist Necromancer, I missed. Well, that's embarrassing. Alright, Woljif.
Distract them from me.
Woljif's gonna get... No, that's right. So, yeah, the nice thing about Baphomet cultists is they always cast Divine Favor on themselves before they actually hit you. Which lets you do that, which is great. We'll attack that one as well. Wow, that shot went so fucking wide. Alright. Oh, that's not good. Hasted. Not a big fan of hasted zombies. It seems like it's a little bit of a problem, but I guess they have to actually use their hasted abilities for it to be an issue. Alright, Dariax, you've been missing every attack, so let's see if you hit one. He did it. That's my boy. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, didn't quite kill him. I really need to get rapid shot or something.
Time to share your treasures.
Sneak attack, doing some work for me. And Lan. Lan always comes in to save the day. Come on, Ember. Well, one point of damage. Yeah, no shit. Alright, Sela, come on. There we go. Easy peasy. Alright. These dudes always having the masterwork glaives, which I'm a big fan of. And we get a dark horn. What's this do? Let's check our weapons real fast. Dark horn. Glaive popular among Baphomet's warriors. Touching the handle is enough to sense the latent evil within this weapon. That seems like something I might not want to use so much. Disfigured corpses are laid out in a neat pattern. Preparation for an unknown ritual. I feel like you can... it shouldn't say unknown, right? At that point. I feel like it's pretty clear what the ritual was. Let's... Whoa. Oh, man. I thought I could vault over that, but evidently not. Come on.
Cover me, all right?
Cover me. He says, sure.
Are you still here?
Is killing things covering for you?
Endure this.
Lan always does. Lan's always doing the most work for me.
Too late for apologies.
Go for it, Ember. Ember does surprisingly well, I will say. There's another shadow over here somewhere, but I don't know where he is. Or if he already attacked. I might have already found him earlier. No, there he is. And our fucking black elf again. It's very strange. Dealt 2 strength damage to my boar, which I'm not a big fan of.
Why not both?
How dare you attack my boy? Yes. My arrow has killed the shadow.
Make every strike count.
I guess it actually makes sense, because I'm wielding a magic weapon. Last time,
All right.
if you do the tiefling quest first, the thiefling quest, I should say, which is for Woljif, you go to Ancient Trees and Wonders, and you can talk to a weapon, namely Finian, the talking weapon. Chill with him. Really nailing that neutral good playthrough.
I
So.
can handle it.
Dug up graves. Indicate a necromancer's been here recently. And we also get a little throwing axe +1. The throwing axe, obviously, not favoritist weapon. But let's level up our companions. We're just going pretty much right down the line for Sela, although I do want to bump her some, because she is very much has to be my tanky person. We'll give her lore nature. She gets 1 more. We'll give her stealth just so she doesn't have the worst bonus to it. For Camellia, let's see. Bump her dex to 20. And I feel like it makes sense for her to have lore nature. We'll give her persuasion. Lan, we'll bump the dex because he's using a bow. But just for reference, Zen Archer Monk is like one of the best pure classes in the game. I like True Strike for you, and even that. So you could pretty much just auto level Lan for your whole playthrough, and he'll be amazing. Woljif, we haven't fucked with it all. I will take out the point of dex here and just chuck that in con because it was at 13. I hate odd numbers. But other than that, we'll just keep everything normal. Eldritch Scoundrel is also kind of good. It's not amazing. Frankly, none of the companion classes are like amazing. Exception maybe being Lan has a really nice one, and Ember's a very capable healer, but none of them are outstanding. But auto leveling is alright.
So sweet it is to kill.
Yeah, that's a fun guy. Just a dude. And ghoulified. Yeah. Fucking wrecked, dude. Fucking wrecked. That guy's having a shitty day of work right now. That's a bad time for that guy. Alright, we are up first, just how I like it. And missed. He did one higher on my dice, but that's fine. Lan will show me up, maybe? Lan fucking sucked. That's okay.
Distract them for me.
Alright. Let's actually, I want to actually move Ember up. And she can't get anyone in Burning Hands. Vulnerability Curse, Slumber. You know, why not? I haven't used anything, anyone, so. I have a very run up and hit stuff party. Maybe should have brought Ninio. Let's see if my boar actually hits someone. Okay. Good job, boar. Amelia run up as well. See, this is why for my class, or the class that I like, I gotta say Cavalier is real fun for melee characters. I would, if you're thinking of playing a melee character, well, I didn't mean to run into melee and take an attack of opportunity, but it's fine. If you're thinking of playing a melee character, I would heavily advocate for Cavalier. It has some bugs. Ranked combat, or ranged and mounted combat don't always work the best. And it forces you into melee. But I think Cavalier is probably the funnest playstyle I've found for a melee character, because you can go so fast, and getting into combat too late. Gray hair, ashen skin. Person fell prey to a Navasu. Demon sucks the very life essence from its victims and transforms them into ghouls. Very cool. But yeah, like I was saying, being super slow when you're melee fucking sucks. It's shitty watching. So take care of everything before you even get there, so. Here we've got this little guy, Girl. A short, hooded figure is poking at some bodies lying in the middle of the street. The stranger drags the first body off the road, respectfully props it against a wall, and places the corpse's hands on his chest. The figure then freezes as if hesitating, and you see him reach his hand out towards that beautiful gold amulet hanging around the corpse's neck. He jerks his hand back, hesitates, and reaches out again. Hey, who are you? What are you doing here? Phew, I thought you were Demas. Good day to you, sir. Curl, is that you? Oh, Lady Sela, you're alive. Goodness me, that's the second bit of good news on an otherwise lousy day. What was the first bit of good news? Stick around, see for yourself. You know this person, Sela. Meet Rimby, better known as Curl. He hails from Canabris and he fights in the Condemned. He's one of a kind, a rogue with a heart of gold. Curl, it's probably none of my business. You should ask yourself if what you were about to do is right. I didn't, I just thought, oh, it doesn't matter. Can you tell me anything useful about what's going on in this city? I'm afraid not, good sir. I just left the Defender's Heart. Before that, I was holed up in there, too scared to leave. Well, spending all that time under command of Irabeth's nose sure was something. She's a strict one, and when she gets antsy, don't even start. I've had enough of her breathing down my neck to last me a lifetime. So, what are you doing here? Robbing corpses? No. Rimby Curl may be a rogue, but he doesn't loot corpses. I just need to get these poor lads' bodies off the road. My friends and I are on a terribly important mission. We need to get through. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Hey. He's interrupted by the sound of wheels rolling on the paving stones. A cart drawn by a sad little horse appears from around a corner. A pretty half-elf is driving it. A young man in knight's armor is walking alongside. Even from a distance, you can see his tanned face and blue eyes shining brightly. See? A terribly important and very heroic mission. My friends and I are saving a beer cart.
Sela, I never thought I'd see you again. I thought you were headed up to the main square, the center of the demon's attack.
Hey friend, glad to see you're all right. When we got separated by the crowd at the celebration, I knew right away something was wrong. When demons appeared all of a sudden, realized there was a reason I'd been so anxious. but I couldn't find you among the dead in the square, so I kept my hopes up. I was proved right. So, you're the other bit of good news Curl was talking about. You and Jana are alive. Actually, by good news, I bet we found the beer cart. Sir Ellen and Jana being alive amounts to a quarter of a bit of good news. Well, maybe half.
The beer cart. How about sharing with us? I'm sure we could all do with a drink.
Certainly. Give me your flask, friend, and if you walk with us to the Defender's Heart, we can have a more thorough sampling of the spoils here. Despite the cheerful tone, she looks at you with anxious hope.
Jana, there's no need. The heart is very close, and the 3 of us will be enough to fight off an attack if there is one. Besides, our friend here surely has better things to do. More important than carrying barrels of beer, I'd wager. By the way, the name is Ellen, Sir Ellen of the Hound Hearts. I'm glad to meet someone who survived this madness.
You haven't told me how you know Sela.
I'll save that story till we're back at the Defender's Heart. You're going there, aren't you? We'll have a reason to toast our spoils.
I have to go.
So long. We're sure to meet again, either in the city or at the Defender's Heart.
Sure you will. Come to the tavern. We'll celebrate the valiant rescue of this barrel together. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Fantastic. Oh, by the way, you can loot this and find what Curl was going for. First of all, there's a bloodshot eye, which we'll take. But there's also this citrine necklace, which we'll also loot, because why not? And more ghouls. Fantastic. Love ghouls. Ka-chow. I love how that dude just ragdolls off. That's some good shit.
I'll hit you.
We'll go for that. Dariax, go! Way to go, buddy. You did a little bit of something. Camellia.
Today's sacrifice.
At least she can take care of the rest of it. And Woljeff. There we go. I actually need to see if any of his Burning Hands. She has Dismiss Spell. Ear Light Wounds, Ear Piercing Scream, Mage Armor. Wonder what does Camellia have right now?
I wonder.
Does she have in Dismiss? Battle Ward. Study target. Okay. We did multi-class Camellia a little bit into Slayer, which is great. These corpses were gnawed to the bone by ghouls whose teeth were the likely claws of death. Claws of death. It's what you sign when you're about to die.
Good guys always win.
Well, I don't know if that's true. But
endure this.
Let's prepare for battle. Alright, Woljeff. What are you gonna find? Woljeff's got a few things. We've got color spray. I want to save it until the others are here, but I haven't really used anything, so we use it just because it's fun. It's apparently just on the outside of the range. Alright, Woljeff, have fun. Hey, so far, Dodge Tank is dodging. Ilya's swinging. I'm shooting. It's a good day. It's a good day to be a Ranger of Gondor, which is what my character very much looks like. God damn. Well, it was very unfortunate. I need to actually get my fucking boar boy to use a potion. Potions? No, I've got some. I've got some. Go.
Open
right.
your heart to me.
Open your heart to me, she says, like that's normal. Crossbow, punching dagger. And nothing great that I'm immediately interested in, but we got a little bit of a
I am helpful, am I not?
sword, my crossbow. Great. Alright, let's go see what's in the house. I'm sure it'll be fun. Probably, after we finish this little escapade, probably time to stop the stream.
Might be trap.
Oh.
Might be treasure.
Okay, let's go take care of the trap, yeah?
I am helpful.
So yeah, I've seen people asking about this on the Reddit too. If you're in turn-based mode and you're moving and the game auto-pauses because you're about to run into a trap, you can just click while it's paused somewhere else, right? Like, if I click here and then I pause it, I can just click here, and it automatically reorients my character anywhere I want, so. It's that to avoid traps. Journal. It's a very long journal, but gist of it is someone is experimenting with bad things down here. We're gonna go poke our noses in. They don't belong. Now, over here, scroll of fairy fire and scroll of sea invisibility. Almost like the game is telling you something. Let's see what happens when we use one of those. Character can. That's fantastic. Let's see. Now, just because I know what's going to happen, I want to find the fairy fire scroll as well so that I can use that quickly. Because there's a fun event that's about to occur. And having fairy fire would be useful. Go.
Let me draw the first
Here we
blood.
go. Countered Shadow Demon.
No glory without risk. Into the fray.
I'll cut you wide open. You won't stop us.
Well,
Make every strike count.
this is going to be
Stab you or zap you. Why not both?
quite a fight. We accidentally hit ourselves. The fairy fire too, which is what the people would call an oopsie. Oh god. And my little guy just got fucking real hurt. Smite evil. Let's do that.
Inheritor, guide my blade.
Will she make an attack?
Take you.
She will not make an attack
Into
against
the
him,
fray.
apparently. 'Cause that's just too difficult.
Did I mess up again?
Right.
No glory without risk. The
Nope,
inheritor.
just
guide
too
my
difficult for her.
blade. The
Sure.
Take you.
I like that. Way to go, Dariax. Did one thing. We'll move him back a little bit.
The spirits demand your blood.
Spirits demand your blood, do they?
You are today's sacrifice.
We're having a lot of issues
Go for their
with,
hearts.
with this bugging out here. Alright, Ember. Let's see if you can do anything useful here. We have lost music, which is good. I didn't think that would hit Sela. Definitely did. Also good.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
But
Distract them for me.
we are slowly but surely getting closer to actually doing stuff. Woljif, why don't you move there? I guess we will also use Woljif's Burning Hands on this. Okay. It's really hurting my own party.
Are you still here?
You still here? Evidently, yes. Oh,
No glory without risk.
Jesus. That was fucking rough. There was some bugginess going on there. And took a lot of damage, but we made it out.
Well, this didn't go well.
Yeah, no shit. Oh shit, bud. Okay.
I will help where I can.
First of all, let's heal. Let's heal a little bit. Get that good paladin paladinness going on.
I hope you appreciate
And
this.
we got a magic composite longbow. It's a wicked longbow. We'll equip that on land as soon as we get back outside. Easy peasy. Bam, bam. Okay. So, let's go. Let's head on over to land. And let's equip that wicked longbow. So this thing, whenever it hits an enemy quickly, they must pass a will save, suffer a curse, which is pretty sweet. So, having that on land is nice. You can adopt this little guy, which is great. Like that, these demons were not killed by demons. Their mortal wounds were inflicted by ordinary weapons. And with all this happening and it being very dark here, we'll run up here, have a little strange encounter, and we'll end.
Hear me, take heed. Hordes of the Abyss Marshal Canopres. The Wardstone is their target. They must not be allowed to capture it. The consequences will be disastrous.
And it fades out. And with that, I'm gonna end the stream. So much for watching. I appreciate you. Hope you have a fucking great night.